Hearing unexpected words from Dan's mouth left Evan in shock. Disbelief and bewilderment flooded his mind. "Are you okay?" Dan asks. Evan looks at Dan and apologizes for spacing out. He agreed with Dan's invitation to go to a cafe. As they were walking, Evan was thinking to himself, "Rumors? What does he mean? I didn't know there were rumors going around about Katherin. Is she hiding something from me?" In his train of thought, Evan didn't realize they already reached the cafe. "We're here. This cafe is a great place for conversations and a place with good-ass coffee," Dan said with a praising tone. The cafe was quiet and peaceful. Both of them sat down. "Don't worry, drinks are on me," Dan said. He waved at the waiter and told him that he'll order an espresso. Dan asked Evan what he'll have. Evan told the waiter that he'll be having a regular cup of coffee. Waiting for their beverages, Dan started the conversation. "I'm not gonna beat around the bush, so I'll get straight to the point. I'm gonna start from what I know. This all happened a few months ago. It was around the time after a terrible incident happened. I don't know much about it. Katherin asked me to come with her while I was sitting down after gym class. We went to the empty room of the arts club. She asked me in private, 'You wanna have sex with me?' During that time, I was in a pretty sad and depressed state because I had just found out that my girlfriend was cheating on me. I wasn't thinking straight and answered, 'Okay, let's do it.' After school, we went to a hotel and got a room. As soon as we entered, we started hugging and kissing. We were like animals in heat. We started removing our clothes and intensely kissed again on the bed. I noticed tears coming down her face. I asked why she was crying. We stopped what we were doing for a second. She apologized, then immediately got off the bed, put on her clothes, then left. "I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable." "It's alright," Evan replied. The beverages they ordered arrived to their table. Dan continued, "I guess after that, rumors started circulating about Katherin, calling her a playgirl. Some students must have seen her leaving the hotel, and probably me too. I wanted to stop the rumors. I really did. But if I said something, I wouldn't know how to explain it, and it might make her situation worse. So I kept my mouth shut and hoped things don't get any more worse. I'm a pathetic guy. I can't even stand up against a rumor, let alone stand up for a girl." Dan takes a sip of his espresso. "Well, that's the end of my story. I hope you can understand," he said. "Yes, I understand. What do you think made her ask you in the first place?" Evan asks. "I don't know. I've been wondering about that myself," Dan answers. Suddenly, rain started to pour outside. Dan realizes that he has a shift for his part-time job. He tells Evan about it and that he has to go. He went to the counter and paid for the drinks. Dan apologizes and bids farewell. Evan waved at him and said goodbye. Taking a sip from his coffee, Evan pondered for a moment. He thought to himself, was that the truth? If so, what caused you, Katherin, to do it? And what is your end goal with our lovely facade? Evan sensed she needed help. Saturday came by. Evan was waiting in front of the mall. He was 30 minutes earlier than the agreed time to meet. He felt ready and relaxed. Then his face suddenly shifted, as if he remembered a similar but painful scenario. A gust of wind flew right in front of him as he saw Katherin walking towards him. wearing a white t-shirt with a denim jacket over it and jeans paired with high-heeled sandals. Evan gazed at her beauty and was speechless. "Do I look alright?" she asks. "You look beautiful," Evan answers as he blushes. The two exchanging compliments with each other, proceeded to enter the mall and start their date. It was their first time going on a date with someone, even though their relationship was fake. Walking around the mall, they went to a clothing store first. It was packed with a variety of clothes, garments, and apparel. Katherin spotted a dress that she thought was cute. She wanted to try it on and show Evan, but she was having second thoughts due to her shyness. Looking around, Evan noticed Katherin staring at the dress, looking as if she wanted to try it on. He approached Katherin and asked if she likes the dress. Katherin bashfully nods like a child wanting a toy. He then suggested for her to try on the dress to see how it looks and how well it fits. Katherine's eyes widened and her face turned red as she grabbed the dress and entered the changing room. A few minutes later, she showed herself wearing the dress. Evan was stunned by how beautiful she looks. The blue and black combination fitted her quite well. He commented on how amazing she looked. Katherin blushes and smiles for the compliment she received. After hearing Evan's encouraging words, she bought the dress without a doubt in her mind. After shopping for clothes, they went to a bookstore next. Evan went to a random book aisle while Katherin went to the arts section. The store was serene and charming. Both of them feel relaxed while looking at various books. While observing the bookshelves, Evan comes across a section that was full of adult and sensual novels and magazines. He felt embarrassed, but was curious of the content. He opened one of the books and read. His face turned red like a tomato. He could not take his eyes away from reading the naughty lines that was contained within the book. He was like a child discovering sex for the first time. He heard someone cough and looked over to his right. He saw Katherin looking at him with a blank stare. There was an awkward silence between them. Katherin started to giggle. Evan giggled as well. Both of them grinned and laughed at the awkward scenario they are in. A little while later, Evan saw Katherin reading a book about art. He saw her fascination and focus by what she was reading. He asked her if she enjoys reading the book. She happily nodded to his question. Katherin then briefly placed the book back to where it belonged. He asked why she returned the book. She told Evan that she doesn't have enough money for it. Evan thought about it for a bit, then decided to buy the book for her. She was surprised and asked why he did that. "Think of it as a gift for our first date," Evan explained and winked. Katherin smiled at Evan's kind gesture. A little while of walking and checking around the mall, Evan suggested they both go to an ice cream shop. They found one with all sorts of flavors. Katherin ordered her favorite, a parfait, while Evan ordered a cookie pint. Enjoying their desserts, Evan wondered, "Should I ask her?" While walking around, they saw a distressed lady with her groceries scattered on the floor. Evan hurriedly walked to assist the lady. The lady thanked Evan for his help. Evan returned to Katherin shortly after. "You really are a kind person," Katherin complimenting Evan. He smiled and blushed for the compliment he received. "She's really beautiful when she smiles. Are these her true colors?" Evan wondering to himself. As the end of the day draws near, both of them went to the park and sat on a bench. Evan thought that this might be the best moment to ask her. "So, I've been thinking, I know we're doing this relationship of ours to keep the guy from asking you over and over, but is that all?" Evan asked with full knowledge about Dan's story. Katherin was silent and still, as if she remembered something awful. As soon as she was about to mutter a word, a familiar voice called out to them. Evan, Katherin. It was Cody who was yelling. He walked up to the two and greeted them. Hey, you two on a date, huh? That's nice. Oh, also, it's your turn to close down the gym today, Katherin. Cody reminds Katherin. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Sorry, Evan, I gotta go now, she says as she gets ready to leave. Yeah, sure, no problem. See you later, Evan responds. Okay, I'll see you again later, Katherin says as she runs away. Cody and Evan looked at each other, feeling an awkward sensation between them. So, how far have you two gotten? Cody asks. What? No, Evan tries to come up with an answer. Sorry. Anyways, I know that the two of you aren't in a real relationship right now, Cody claims with a stern look on his face.